Hello everybody, this is Kyle, and in today's video I'm going to be talking a little bit about a new thing that I'm going to be starting, kind of like a little walkthrough. So these are all of my my characters, I guess you could say, and I have one character spot left. So recently Jared, aka JWhisp, has been talking about kind of like a new challenge, a new walkthrough idea that I was really interested in because me, him, and a couple other friends were all talking about I guess what's called Wizard101 Classic. Now this kind of like, I guess, game mode or challenge is kind of unnecessary, and it has nothing really important to do with the game, but it's just something that's really fun and challenging for, I guess, people to do, especially if you already have a max wizard. So I'm in this video I'm going to be creating my character along with talking about what Classic, I guess, Wizard101 is. So if you guys want to join along, Jared actually has, or I gotta stop calling him Jared. His name is JWhisp on YouTube. So JWhisp, I'll put his channel in the description. He's been doing like a little bit of a walkthrough, and he's already done, I think, one walkthrough, and he's posted it on his channel of his Wizard101 Classic. So I'll explain what it is, and if you guys want to join like this walkthrough, you can either join him or start it on your own. I want to see like everybody's feedback on Twitter, if you have a Twitter, or on the comments. Let me know what's going on. But basically, I'm going to be going over all the, I guess, quote-unquote rules about this, I guess, challenge or walkthrough, and it'll help explain a little bit.
Ah, the spell is working.
It'll explain a little bit what, I guess, Wizard101 Classic is. So, obviously, we're going to start off by saying Classic mode. So, in the game, you can actually change your graphics of Wizard City to Classic, what is called Classic mode. You actually can't do that here anymore, so even if it is Classic mode, it won't work. Also, if you noticed that little login spot where all your characters are, the character selection is also not Classic. They don't have that anymore. So we're just going to create a character, and I'll talk a little bit.
Look, Gamma. Finally, we have found one.
Another thing is, when I do my walkthrough, I'm not going to listen to text. So we're just going to like skip through a little bit.
Answer these questions.
Yeah, so we're going to skip the test.
What type of wizard
on
you
Twitter,
are.
I asked a whole bunch of people, and a couple of people have said death. A lot more people have said fire, and I noticed on Jared's walkthrough there were loads of over 20 people that were fire. And I actually don't have a death on my in my character selection, so we're actually just going to create a death. So I'm super
My
excited.
vision is failing me. Are you a boy or a girl?
Okay, I'm a boy. I really could join the fandom and just like be a girl, but we're not going to do that today.
But now that we know what you are, what do you look like?
Okay, so first things first, like I said, Classic mode. Next, stop at level 50. So this is going to be kind of like a little bit of a trophy, especially when you finish. You're just going to stop at level 50, and that will be it. So to keep this real simple, I'm going to continue a little bit more, but Classic mode, or back when in Wizard101 Classic, or I guess the original Wizard101 before all this other fancy stuff, you were only able to go to Dragonspire. So that was Arc 1. That was, I guess, what's called Wizard101 Classic. And there were so many things that you couldn't do, and we'll explain in a minute. So I'm going to change a couple things. I want to have like a normal look like all of my other wizards. And yeah, I think that'll be okay. I feel like right there was like the OG face for me. Wait, here it is. That's fine. And then we'll do skin. Okay.
Good. Now,
And then I like
what
doing
do
a
you
good
wear?
black and black on black, you know. Okay. Okay. Nice.
All right then. What is your name?
Let's see. Trying to make it easy for myself. Here we go. We'll do Kyle. You know what we're gonna do? I'm really gonna be cheesy, and I'm gonna do Kyle Death, and we're gonna go all the way down to Wielder. So don't judge me, but we're gonna do Kyle Death Wielder because I want another character that has a similar name to like my main dude, you know. So we're gonna do that. Okay, so this is my character, level 1, Novice Necromancer. My walkthrough is going to be about Kyle Death Wizard. So, like I already said, having classic mode, I'm going to quickly show you options. You go to this little thing right here and classic mode. You have to turn that on. So that is one thing you need. Another thing you need to know is stop at level 50. Once you, I guess, get to like the end, I guess you fight Master, you have to stop. Level 50. You can do side quests and all that. And I'm also going to throw in the mix. You can only stay in the Arc 1 worlds. So that is Wizard City, Mushu, Crocotopia, Marleybone, Dragonspire. Like, those are the Arc 1 worlds, and I don't think Grizzleheim is one of the Arc 1 worlds, but I'm going to talk to Jared about that later on just to see, like, what So you can't travel anywhere past Dragonspire, if that makes sense. Next, there are no crown shops. You can't go into the crown shop because that didn't exist back then. There is no crown items, so you can tell easily if somebody has a crown shop item by just looking at their gear. But no crown shop items. A lot of that stuff came out when the crown shop came out and a little bit afterward. And yeah, so we didn't have that back then. So also no mounts. So everybody in this walkthrough is going to just be running around on foot, and it's kind of interesting because back then we didn't have that, and it's crazy because it took so long to get to certain places and blah blah blah, and they finally realized that mounts were one, a really good moneymaker, and two, just really helpful for players. So yeah, and also if you do somehow acquire a mount, because I think in the Wizard City storyline, I think you actually just get a broomstick for however many days. Just trash it. No mounts. Next, if you ever somehow acquire gear or even figure out how to get gear that has critical, there's no critical. There's no jewels, so you're not allowed to socket any jewels. So some gear nowadays will always have the sockets now because that's just the classic. That's Wizard101 now. But back then there were no jewels, so you cannot socket jewels. There are also no shadow or astral magic. So I don't know if you guys know, but the old, I guess, tough, like it was the treasure card that allowed you to like enhance your spell. I believe it wasn't the Sun School or whatever. It wasn't like that kind of school. It was something else. So I think going to get treasure cards, I guess, is okay at like the library or anywhere else in the Arc 1 storyline, but if you somehow acquire like Gargantuan or like something crazy, just don't use it. It's like it doesn't match this the Wizard101, I guess, quote unquote classic. Other thing, no bazaar. Back then there wasn't bazaar, I think, until 2009, which I think was right before Grizzleheim. So I don't think you can do Grizzleheim, and you aren't allowed to go to the bazaar because that didn't exist back then. The only way people were allowed to get good gear was either to farm for it or to just acquire some good gear along the way, or even going to shops, which is actually what I do in Part 101 because it's actually pretty good gear. So there was that, and then finally there is no training pets. So people were I was trying to get good advice about a death wizard on my Twitter, and people were telling me triple double, don't forget to get Deer Knight and stuff like that. So obviously you can't get Deer Knight because that is an unacquirable spell for death at the moment because it's a classic wizard. And then also I can't, well, I'm not allowed, I guess, quote unquote, allowed to make any pets because back then you couldn't train any pets. There were only like aesthetic purposes, and only a couple, I think, gift card pets and really rare pets had one card. That was it, like it gave one card. But mainly they were just for looks. They never actually did anything for you in battle, and that was the Classic Wizard101. So I hope that explained a little bit of what my quote-unquote walkthrough is going to be like. I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. I'm extremely excited because after I finish this wizard, get him to level 50, we may do some stuff with it, but we'll see. But it's just going to be a trophy, like a quick little trophy, just to show how much I've improved from the game, because this character has been through so much, and all these other ones have as well, and I just want to start over. So, like I said, hope you guys are going to enjoy. I'm just going to quickly go through the this little, I guess, tutorial for you guys, and then episode 1, or I guess technically episode 2, we'll be starting my level 50 adventure. Now, leave in the comments right now if you've watched this far. If you have any comments, questions, or anything like that, I will definitely answer them. Also, let me know if you guys would like me to do a live stream of this. So if you'd like to join or do anything like this and you haven't caught JWhisp's walkthrough, I'll probably try to catch up to him and join his walkthrough. But if you would like to have, I guess, another option, let me know if you want me to live stream it. I'll probably either live stream it on YouTube or Twitch, depending on which one I feel like. And yeah. Oh, and then obviously, my last little rule, because I have a quick little list to remember certain things. Have fun, because if you're not having fun, then there's no point to do this. And so yeah, so I'm going to do this little tutorial, and yeah, let's see how it goes. Oh, also I think
Well, hello.
it's not
Isn't
classic
our
as well.
newest student?
Yeah, so it's not classic. But actually, just to give you a good idea, we're gonna skip the tutorial. Okay, sorry, we're back. I don't even know what happened. The game just did not approve of what I was doing. So I just leveled up, and obviously if you are playing in the new Wizard 101, you clearly can see the difference in texture. So that's basically what Wizard 101 Classic is. I'm also going to get out of this really populated realm. My main realm always is Realm Grey Rose, so that is where I will be playing. If you guys want to see me running around or questing or whatnot, I am in Realm Grey Rose. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this little walkthrough. Let me know if you guys would like me to live stream it, or if you have any questions, go ahead and ask right away. I will try to answer as soon as possible. And I hope you guys are, going to enjoy this as much as I will. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the walkthrough. So yeah, bye guys!